Good morning, Thunder fans! It is a beautiful Thursday morning here in Lawrence, Kansas. You are looking inside the Sports Pavilion where your Indy Thunder JV Black team is about to kick off play in the National Christian Homeschool Volleyball Championship. The JV Black team is competing in the 16U division, and they are the first of 3 Thunder teams to get started here in the national championships, and so we'll be bringing you the action right here on Thunder TV. I'm Coach Kevin, happy to be here. My 8th year here at this national championship tournament, and usually my favorite of the year. It's a big tournament, it's exciting. We get to see teams from around the country that we've never seen before. And in today's match, it's going to showcase the team from Oklahoma City, the Oklahoma Wave. Don't know much about the Wave, but they only have a total of 7 players. 8 if that extra girl is actually going to play in a libero shirt. They come in, the Wave, to the pool as the 4th seed. Your Thunder are the 2nd seed in the pool, which also includes the Illinois Crew and the Des Moines Eclipse. Those 2 teams played in the match on this court right ahead of us, and the Crew were victorious. Thunder will play both of those teams later today, and we should have all the action for you right here on Thunder TV. So in the 16U division, Thunder will serve first, and it'll be Caroline Blake to have the serve. Ahead of her is Hannah Bryson in the front row. To Hannah's left is Addie Gatewood. Looks like she's going to play middle. Addie Turpening is in position 4, back row. The libero is Audrey Belzon waving at you, and Scarlett Henderson is the setter in position 6. There's the whistle, and Blake puts the ball in play and starts the game with an ace. A beautiful serve that pressed over the top of the net and dropped right in front of number 24 on the opposite side. She's playing on the left side in just a 2-person serve receive, an awkward formation. Blake's second serve at the same spot, and this time 24 lets it go overhead. Rattles around with no control. Wave send it out of bounds in 3 touches. And back-to-back points for the Thunder to get this thing started. It's a good starting match for the Thunder. Playing a 4 seed in their first match and able to establish an early lead will allow them to play comfortable and relaxed. As Blake this time goes after 42 again. A swing and a miss on the other side. That's 3 in a row for Caroline Blake. 2 of them aces. Blake finally gets the ball in retrieval and is ready to put it back in play. 2-step serve she's got again, attacking number 42, and that's a hat trick for Caroline Blake. 3 aces in her first 4 serves. Referee asking the bench to take a seat. Sometimes they'll get away with standing at tournaments like this, but not in today's match. Doesn't matter. Thunder have already picked up a 4-0 lead, and there's an untouched ace right in the seam. Wave have no idea how to handle Caroline Blake. Now up by 5, Blake's got the opportunity to be aggressive, and she sees it. It slides over to the left side of the service line. Surveys the defense, and this time goes cross court. Another untouched ace. They have no answer for Caroline Blake in Oklahoma. She's got 5 aces in her first 6 points. And lining up for more. She likes the left side of that service line now. Takes 3 dribbles, 2 steps, and decides to pull it down the line. Wave don't see it coming. That's another untouched ace. Wave haven't even touched the last 3 that have come over to her. And suddenly this has gone from being comfortable to becoming somewhat of a snoozer. Wave yet to score. Wave yet to even get one returned over the net off of the serve of Caroline Blake. Now she slides back over to the right side of the service line, goes back to picking on number 24, and that's shanked out of bounds. And finally the Wave are going to spend the timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Stick with us, you're watching Thunder Volleyball on Thunder TV. Thunder break the huddle first and return to the floor. Not much to recoup there. And Caroline Blake serves 7 aces out of her first 8 serves. That's about the best you could possibly ask for. The Wave finally returned to the floor, and we are ready to resume this 2-set match here in Lawrence, Kansas. We're at the National Christian Homeschool Volleyball Championship. And there's Blake's serve. This one a little bit higher, allows the Wave to play it. It overpassed, and Hannah Bryson tries to put it down. Wave rescue it, and they're finally going to get an attack and score. And I wonder if that was part of Coach Katie Steffick's strategy. Is we got a comfortable lead. Now let's give them something they can return, and we can play a little bit of volleyball and rotate and get some new players in the game. That's what happens as Mercedes Eisler-Williams checks in to replace Caroline Blake in the back row. And that's just one of the hard parts about volleyball. Underhand serve now, straight at Eisler-Williams. Perfect pass to her center. They try to set Addie Turpening on the left side, but the set is wide. She cannot tomahawk it over. And now the Wave has scored back-to-back. Another underhand serve, a spinner in between the seam between Bryson and Eisler-Williams, goes untouched. That's an ace for the Wave. And this is what the Thunder have to be careful of, not playing down after assembling a big lead like that, but just continuing to play sharp volleyball, making sure they're calling balls. Flat underhand serve, passed up by Turpening, brought back into play by Eisler-Williams. Addie Gatewood on the attack, spins off of her hand and goes out of bounds. We're waiting on a call from the line judge. No, I think that was wrong. Yeah, point goes to the Wave. The attack was out of bounds. That's the correct call. And so after the Thunder opened up an 8-0 lead, Wave has scored 4 in a row. Quick underhand serve at the libero. Audrey Belzung wasn't quite ready for that. It skips off of her platform, and just like that, we've got a new volleyball match. You can't assume anything here at the National Championship. Thunder look to regroup here now. Turpening, Belzung, and Eisler-Williams, left to right and serve receive. Arching serve goes to Turpening's left. She steps on the line and lets it go out of bounds, and the Thunder will side out on the Wave mistake. That'll allow them to rotate. Haven Davidson now checks into the game, replacing Hannah Bryson as the middle blocker in the front row, and Audrey Belzung will have the serve. Belzung with a 2-step approach and fires it right at 24, who shakes it into the crowd. Belzung gets started with an ace, and the Thunder of the Wave doubled up 10-5. Belzung the libero for this JV Black team. Has her signal, resets now. 3-step approach, she's close to the line, but it's clean. Drops it in to the right back, and that ball shanked into the upper deck. 2 serves for Belzung. She gets a little instruction from Coach Steffick, and it might have been just to back up a little bit. Lots of room to serve here, no need to flirt with that error line. And that's exactly what she does. Backs up, takes that 3-step approach, again goes after the right back, and again gets the same result. That ball passed high up into the rafters. The Wave team just not very adept at serve receive. 12-5 our score. Thunder without much opportunity to rotate. We'll see what Coach Steffick tries to do to get some other players in the game as Belzung goes after the right back again. The pass is over the net, and Haven Davidson there to clean it up with a little double tap. Belzung takes a big breath and approaches a beautiful serve, a short serve in front of the left back, but the Wave get their best pass up. They send it over free. Eisler-Williams' pass now goes over the net, and the Wave can't handle it. A little sloppy play on both sides, but the Thunder are going to come out fortunate. The referee gives a quick whistle as it looks like we're trying to pick up the pace of this match a little bit now. Belzung again goes right down the middle and skips it off for yet another ace. 5 in a row now for Belzung as the Thunder have opened up a 15-5 lead. Ball retrieved rather slowly, and the Wave are going to come over and ask for, a captain is asking that the line judge isn't maybe watching for a foot fault on the serve. Probably a fair request on the Wave side as Belzung got quick with it first. And the referee is going to call the line judge over to discuss. Yeah. Eisler, Williams, and Belzung talk about it, and they kind of figure out what the conversation is about. So Belzung will make an adjustment and drop back a couple of steps before she serves. Here's the signal. Big service wall up there in the front of the net. Belzung with plenty of room goes down the line, passes up with hands, bump set to the back row, and a nice swing by the wave is picked up by Belzung straight to her center. High set by Henderson to Davidson. Attack is good, overpassed, and Abby Turpening there to clean it up for the point. Turpening gets the unassisted kill on the overpass. Thunder now up by double digits, and still players on the bench that haven't been able to get in the game because they're just not rotating. 8th serve of the run by Belzung is in the net. An error on time. That'll side out for the Wave. It'll be Eisler, Williams, Belzung, and Gatewood back to take the serve from the Waves' number 5. She got her whistle. She never heard it. They just blew her for 5 seconds, and she lost her serve. Poor kid. She never heard the whistle. She was waiting the whistle, and they're already blown, and they counted her down. Hopefully the Thunder are paying attention that this ref is all business and not going to give them a lot of time. Substitution on the way now. Hazel Davidson will check in. She replaces Addie Gatewood. She will set from the back row and quickly puts the ball in play at the opposing libero. Bumped twice in a reverse free ball. Eisler Williams has a perfect pass. They set left side, a little wide of the antenna, but Turpening gets an attack. Overpassed, and Davidson a little crossed up when it hits the net. Misplays it, and the Wave will score the point. So Hazel's serve is one and done after a couple of long service runs the first 2 times up. Wave now with a high toss and a top spin serve that doesn't make it over the net. Thunder quickly side out and more reinforcements on the way. Casey Stevenson will make her debut in the game, replacing Addie Turpening in the back row. Stevenson will have the serve, and Caroline Blake is going to return to the match in the front row for Mercedes Eisler Williams. There's the whistle for Stevenson, and she goes to work right away, places the serve off to her left, way right, in front of the defender who squats and can't make the play. That's an ace for Casey Stevenson. 19-7 our score. Thunder just need 6 to close it out, and the way things have been going, they could do it on this serve. Spoke a little too soon as Stevenson works quickly, but shanks the serve out of bounds to the right. Side out Wave. They'll send in substitution from the bench. And it'll be number 19 to serve. Left to right, it'll be Blake, Belzung, and Stevenson to take the pass. Serve skips off the top of the net and takes a favorable bounce. Lands in Thunder World. That's an ace for the Wave. Not a lot Thunder could do with that. They'll reset and hope for a better serve this time. They get one. A top spin serve perfectly played by Stevenson off the left hip. Davidson sends it over in 2. The Wave overpass it, and Caroline Blake is there for the happy birthday kill. A little one-handed, right-handed tip just into the middle of the floor. So the Thunder will rotate now. And point is going to go to the Wave. It takes a moment for the line judge to relay the call as there are no flags here. But Davidson clearly had a foot fault when she served. Stepped on the line, and so side out Wave, point Wave, 20-10 our score. Belzung back in to the match, replacing Davidson. Blake has the first pass. Belzung with the out-of-system touch and some confusion, but a nice play by Hannah Bryson to keep it alive. However, the Wave send it back over immediately before Thunder can get back to base, and they will score in the center of the floor. A little too much confusion on that. Thunder have to do a better job talking here. High serve to Belzung. She shuffles right, perfectly placed. Straight to her setter. Left side attack from Hannah Bryson is sharp, but doesn't fall. Return free. Davidson plays it underneath. Belzung with a bump set in the out. A system kill by Caroline Blake. Puts the Thunder up by 10. They'll side out and rotate. Gatewood back into the match. She'll go front row and right side for Hazel Davidson. That 4-5-6 rotation didn't have much time to play there. Serves from Scarlett Henderson. Comes back free. Henderson lets it go. Gatewood's underneath, but overpasses. Not overpass, but a little too tight to the net. Henderson couldn't do anything with it. She did make the right read and letting the ball go. She's got to get a better pass. Gatewood, Stevenson, Belzung, left to right to take the serve. High toss and long serve, and Stevenson just steps out of the way and lets it sail out of bounds. Thunder will rotate. We are back to the top of the order. And no substitution. Casey Stevenson going to stay in the match and play front row as Caroline Blake will serve. This is probably just a playing time substitution. Blake delivers another ace. Shanked into the adjacent court. Thunder need 2 more to close out this first set in convincing fashion. They're up by 11. And now the substitution's made. Maybe it was just a little late, but Turpinning goes into the front row for Stevenson. Blake's serve is right down the middle, and Wade will rattle it around without any control. Once again, Thunder have them doubled up, and Caroline Blake will serve for set point. Here's the whistle. The triple dribble by Blake. And she goes right down the middle. 42 has a high pass right to her center. Bump set to the back row. And the attack doesn't make it over the net. Thunder will win the set on the hitting error, 25-12. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with second set action. Stick with us. You're watching Thunder Volleyball on Thunder TV. All right, we are back and ready for set 2 action. We did not change sides of the court, so the view is the same. Let's hope the result is as well. It looks like same starters on the floor for the Thunder, with the exception of they're going to start in rotation 6 rather than rotation 1. So Casey Stevenson starts in the back row. The libero, Audrey Belzung, awaits her approval to step onto the floor. It'll be Thunder in serve receive in this set. Henderson in position 1, Blake in position 2, Bryson in 3, Gatewood in 4, Stevenson in 5, and then Davidson is the starter in 6, and she will yield to Belzung when the libero is granted entry. Thunder win the first set of this one, 25-12. We expect tougher sailing the rest of the afternoon, as this is the 2-4 matchup in the pool. We just watched the 1-3 matchup prior to this, and it was a tight match, and I would expect the same in both occasions for the Thunder. Wave will have the first serve this time, 62 in the far court. Not sure what the holdup here is to get us started, but we do have some sort of a delay. Not sure what the delay is. They seem to be looking off to another court, but finally there's the signal. And a quick underhand serve to get this set started. Caroline Blake plays it perfectly. Henderson comes straight back to her, and a power shot by Blake. Best defense we've seen yet out of the Wave. Middle attack snuffed out by Henderson. Much better volleyball anyway. A longest rally of the match is won by the Wave as Stevenson's pass is swallowed up by the net. Wave with their first lead of this match. 62 lines up for another quick serve. This one straight at Stevenson. Perfect pass. Henderson sets. Gatewood on the left side. Slapped over in 1. Bouncing around, coming free, and some confusion. Finally sent over free. Belzung sees it. High set to the middle. Bryson's attack is high and easily playable by the Wave. Rattles around over there. They go with the right side attack. Blake sends it over in 1. Now a high pass. Never makes contact with the roof. Blake patiently waits for it, but it goes over. Wave send it back over in 1 and find pay dirt. Sloppy volleyball both ways. Neither team setting it up. And I think that's the instruction that Katie Stefik is giving her crew right now. Don't fall into that trap of just sending it back over. Send it over hard and fast. Spinning underhand serve, played by Blake. Henderson bumps that back to Blake, and there's that attack we're talking about. She goes into the center's corner, and there's the point. A little bit of power. It is touched, but never with control. And Blake scores the kill and rotates to the service line. 2-1 our score. Blake rolled off 8 in a row in the first set. We'll see what she can do here. Addie Turpinning comes into the game in the front row. And there's the signal to serve. Blake goes straight down the middle, skips off a 42, a little double touch. That's not necessarily illegal on the first touch of a serve, but it was very awkward and none of the other players on her team could adjust. Results in yet another service ace for Caroline Blake. This time she goes off to her left and puts it in untouched area. Finds some no man's land in there to give Thunder the lead. Last 3 points scored by Caroline Blake. Kill ace ace. Blake playing in her first national championship as a freshman. This time goes right down the middle. Played with hands by 44. Bump set high and coming back to the Thunder free. Blake shuffles underneath. High set by Henderson to the right side. Gatewood's attack is down the line. Overpassed and back to Thunder. Henderson plays the dig. Out of system now. Belzung sets the right side to Gatewood again. And she goes long for the kill. Perfect placement by Addie Gatewood just inside the far boundary. Thunder now have scored 4 in a row. Blake works from the right side of the service line. A little two-step serve right down the middle is overpassed. Turpinning can't put it away, comes back. Bryson can't put it away. Still neither team setting it up, but content to hit it over in 1. Wave will score that one, in Thunder scoring run there. Mercedes Eisler-Williams now replaces Caroline Blake in the back row. It'll be Turpening, Belzung, and Eisler-Williams to take the serve. Belzung's underneath. High pass to Henderson. She goes left side, inside the boundary. Nice attack by Turpening. Wave are going to keep it alive and get a left side attack of their own. Belzung has to dig. Now back row swing from Mercedes Eisler-Williams is sent very long, well over the boundary. Wave will tie it up on the hitting error. Second serve of the run for number 5. A spinner at Turpening. Plays it back outside in. Henderson back to Turpening. Right-handed attack into the middle of the court is misplayed by the Wave. They'll send it into the stands. A kill for Addie Turpening. Thunder do not yield the lead. Belzung will have the serve now as the middles will switch. Bryson to the bench and Haven Davidson to the front row. Belzung's serve is straight to the middle. Passed up by 44, but backwards. It's going to come back to the Thunder free, but it's not going to come back at all. It can't get over the net. Thunder have kept the Wave off balance with the serve. Expect that to continue here. Belzung had a healthy run in the first set. 3-step approach and goes right down the middle. Libero has a high pass. Bump set by the setter. Back row attack by 42s into the net. Another hitting error by the Wave. Thunder have opened up a 3-point lead here in the second set. This 2-set affair here in Lawrence, Kansas. Oh, and a beautiful serve by Belzung. Goes cross-court and just over the top of the net. Wave do keep it alive with some of their best defense. Eisler-Williams with a great dig picks up a sharp ball that goes back over the net and allows the Thunder to score. (8-4) now to score. Fourth serve of the run coming for Belzung. Top spin to the middle, high and overpass. Davidson, beautiful pass to her setter. Back to Davidson, and the attack is just hit a little too sharply out of bounds. Davidson a little frustrated with herself. That was the hit she had been looking for and wanted to put it away. Instead, the point goes to the Wave. Trims the Thunder lead to 3, and it'll be the setter, number 15, to serve. Serving from the middle of the service line in the far court at Eisler-Williams, Belzung, and Gatewood. It's the Thunder left and won't make it over the net. Thunder will take the ball back without touching it. Hazel Davidson now checks into the game. She'll play back row for Addie Gatewood. And she will set. Hazel's in the back row, Haven's in the front row. Hazel's serve is at the right back. Passed a little too tight to the net, and the Wave will not recover. Setter tried to poke it over and never got good clean contact. Beautiful serve by Hazel Davidson. She works quickly after the whistle, and this time goes down the line at 42. Passes up but backwards. Awkward ball comes over free. Eisler-Williams underneath. Davidson sets Turpening left side. Hard swing, hard kill by Addie Turpening. The hit of the match so far. She goes cross court with power and scores the point to put the Thunder up 11-5. What a power shot by Addie Turpening. Davidson continues to work quickly. Coming back to the Thunder free. Turpening underneath. Davidson bump set to her sister. Haven's swing is over and overpassed. Hazel sets right side. Left-handed swing by Henderson goes cross court. Rattles around and it ain't coming back. Credit Scarlett Henderson with the kill from the right side. And we've got a player down on the far court. Very slow to get up. Looks like maybe she bumped her head, and they don't have a lot of subs, just 2 of them over there. We're going to take a quick break while they tend to her, and we will return in just a moment. Thunder lead 12-5. All right, 44, the injured player for the Wave, back on her feet and doing just fine. And so we're ready to resume. A whistle and another quick serve by Hazel Davidson. 3 touches by the Wave, one of their best touches so far. Attack comes out of the middle, but the roll shot is long and over the end line. Thunder score again on the hitting error. And there we go. Got the scoreboard right. and the Wave will take a timeout. 13-5 our score. We'll be right back. All right, a little scoring adjustment. Table had the score 12-5, and we'll adjust ours to match as the Thunder break the huddle first and return to the floor. 7-point lead here in set 2 of this 2-set match. Wave take the full amount of the timeout, and a little bit of a warning from the referee, like, let's get it going. She's ready to go. Trying to keep her tournament on schedule. And Hazel Davidson works quickly after the timeout. The serve is out of bounds. A spinner to the left side. So the timeout works for the Wave as they're able to break the serve. Caroline Blake now checking into the game, replacing Mercedes Eisler Williams. Looks like a little confusion. Blake came in a rotation early, it looks like, and so she'll play back row. High toss and a beautiful serve, an untouched ace for the Wave to Thunder left. Scarlett Henderson thought it was going out of bounds, and it's skidded right inside the boundary. Best serve we've seen from the Wave yet. Number 19 working from the far court. She tries to go to the same place, and this time hits the top of the net. Give one, take one. Thunder will take that with a 6-point lead. They'll be able to rotate here, and Addie Turpinning gets to serve. Jump serve to Thunder left. Played out of right back, 2 bump touches and an easy roll shot handled by Belzung. She puts it to Davidson, who works the left side, and Caroline Blake's attack is blocked right back into Thunderland. Not sure she saw the blocker there, she just kind of softly tipped it. We'll see what kind of adjustment she makes now. A hard hit there will score. Quick serve now, Stevenson's alert to it, but overpasses it. 42 there for the happy birthday kill. Wave has now scored 3 in a row and have cut the Thunder lead to 4. This is where the Thunder want to stop the bleeding. Blake, Belzung, Stevenson to take the pass. It's short. Blake and Belzung both dive for it. Neither get a good touch. Another one for the Wave. High serve now, Belzung shuffles underneath, passes into the back row. Stevenson will play the second touch, and the Thunder forced to send it over free, but it confused the Wave. Really an easy ball. The Wave should have handled clearly. They did not. Lands in untouched with some miscommunication, and the Thunder will side out. Hannah Bryson now returns to the floor as Haven Davidson serves. 3 touches, none of them good, and the Thunder will score. Wave unable to return it. That first touch by them is consistently getting shanked into the stands, and they may get the other touches, but they're just unable to rescue those balls. Second serve of the run now for Davidson at the middle back. Nice pass. Bump set to the back row. 19's going to push it over soft. Davidson underneath. Haven to Hazel. She sets Caroline Blake on the left side, who goes for a power hit and puts it into the net. That'll trim the lead to 4.
Caroline, great swing. Do it again. You're fine.
High toss and serve to Thunder right. Belzung moves out of the way and lets it sail out of bounds. Thunder go back up by 5 and will rotate. Addie Gatewood checks back into the game, and Scarlett Henderson will serve for the first time in rotation 6. Now the score has been corrected to 17-11. I probably had it right the first time after the timeout, and they caught up with me. Beautiful pass by Casey Stevenson to keep that one alive. Gatewood sends a nice attack into the back row. 3 touches, comes back free. Belzung with a diving attempt. Stevenson also tried, but it was too shallow in the middle of the floor, and the Wave are going to score. Thunder lead by 5. Up 1-0 in this 2-set match. They will not play best of 3 here on the pool play day and tournament. Short serve, passed up by Belzung. Henderson can't get there in time, and there's no help. Wave will score again. Gatewood, Stevenson, Belzung. Back to receive the serve. It's at Thunder right. Belzung also passes to her left. This time, Henderson bump sets behind her head, and Bryson's attack is wide into the bathroom area. Thunder getting a little aggressive here with the lead, but now with it trimmed to 3, they probably just need to go back to some fundamentals, put the ball back in the center of the floor, and get out of this with a victory. It helps when the other team serves it out of bounds. Wave on the servicer. Thunder will go back to the top of the order. Blake to serve. Turpinning checks in as the left side hitter. Blake surveys the defense and decides to go after the right back. Rattles around, coming free. Bryson underneath. Beautiful pass to Henderson, who's setting from the front row on the right side. Comes over in 2. Belzung sees it. Henderson bump set, and hard attack by Turpinning is into the net. So quick side out by the Wave. They stay within 3 this time. Eisler Williams comes back into the back row. Number 5 has the serve. High toss. Awkward serve to Thunder left. Turpinning's pass is shanked out of bounds, and the Wave now within 2. So far, no flinch from Coach Katie Stefik. Another awkward serve to Thunder left. Belzung shuffles underneath. Henderson has to send it over in 2 from under the net. Long attack now is out of bounds. Left side attack just misses. Line judge looks a little bothered to have to make the call, but she does. It's out of bounds, and Thunder lead is 3. Audrey Belzung now rotates back to the service line. She needs 6 points. Her serve is passed over and right back to her. She makes the play. Bump set now to Davidson in the front row. Attack snuffed out by the Wave. They try to back row attack themselves, but no control. Comes over free. Thunder keep it alive, send it over in 2. Middle attack coming for the Wave. What a diving save by Scarlett Henderson. But everybody attacked it, and the Wave just poke it deep into the Thunder side of the court for the empty net kill. High serve at Gatewood. Perfect pass. Turpinning's attack out of the middle isn't good for the kill, but the Wave mishandled it, and the Thunder will score again on the error. They kind of held on to this 2 to 3 point range. They'd like to open it up a little bit and breathe easy. Gatewood to the bench. Hazel Davidson to serve. Davidson serves to her left. Pass is high, bump set by the center to the back row. She has to retreat and sends it over free. Belzung now straight to Davidson, who sets her sister from the middle for the kill. Hazel to Haven for the Magic. Nice teamwork by the Davidson twins there to get the point. Second serve from Hazel now. Right to the middle of the floor. Wave rattling around and going to try to send it over free. Was headed out of bounds, and Scarlett Henderson stepped under it, made contact, and it rolled off the top of her fingers. Wave will score on the mistake. High serve again is flat. Turpinning keeps it alive. Thunder send it over in 2 and score. What a magic play. Addie Turpinning just held on after the serve hit the net. Didn't lose concentration, able to punch it up. And Haven Davidson was there just to poke it into the setter's corner for the easy kill. Thunder now lead by 4. Turpinning with a jump serve at middle back. 2 touches and a big attack from the Wave. Slammed down. It looked like somebody was in the net, but no call. And the Wave have their best kill of the match. 22-19, Wave will side out. Thunder lead by 3 and they need 3 as Stevenson and Blake return to the floor. Serve is high and Stevenson opens up, but there's nobody behind her. It's an untouched ace for the Wave. Thunder looking a little confused in serve receive with only 2 players back. Now Blake pulls back. They've got Blake, Belzung, and Stevenson. Blake passes with hands, set right back to her. The attack is soft to the middle of the floor. Wave keep it alive and go left side attack themselves, but it's coming over free. Blake to Davidson, high set to the middle. Haven's got the attack and it's overpass. Haven, Hazel, she tries to go to Caroline, but it's too much in the middle. Caroline has to free ball it over and she puts it in a good position. The Wave can't handle it. Thunder will score on the free ball. Haven Davidson now back to serve. And serve is awkward and into the net. Side out to the Wave. Beautiful serve by 42, just over the top of the net. Perfectly played by Caroline Blake. It goes over. Thunder now keeping insistent. Blake's attack rattles around. It's coming free once again. Belzung underneath. Hazel sets high to the middle. Hannah Bryson with a sharp attack down the middle. 42 can't play it. Great kill by Hannah Bryson. Everybody getting in on the action here this morning as the Thunder need 1 more to close out the match. Gatewood replaces Hazel Davidson and Scarlett Henderson will serve for match point. Davidson's serve is at the right back, high pass, bump set, back row, attack in the net, and that's going to do it. Thunder win the second set 25-21 and win their first match here at the National Christian Homeschool Volleyball Championship. They're going to have a match off and then we'll be back with their next match against the Des Moines Eclipse in approximately 1 hour. We hope you'll join us. Until then, this is Coach Kevin saying so long, everybody.